Welcome back to Copper Age Gold. Today's toy review will be of the 1994 Spawn release, which is the very first version of the action figure that was released by Todd McFarlane's toy company, at that time called Todd Toys, because he was in negotiations to release these characters in line through Mattel, but Mattel backed out because they wouldn't do it the way Todd wanted it done. So Todd, being the maverick that he is, says, okay, well, I'll do it without you, and I'll just do it under my toy line the way I want. And he did. And Mattel was unhappy with the name Todd Toys because they felt it would maybe cause a little confusion with people trying to buy toys, because Todd was Barbie's little brother. So, yeah, as you can imagine, you can see why, teenage boy might be confused by that. No? Okay. Anyway, this guy, oh, look at him. He's so badass. This is, again, version 2 of the 1994 Todd Toys Spawn release. And as you can see, this is the masked version. He does have all of his badassery that Spawn, you would imagine, would have. And as you can see, there is a comic book inside, which is a very cool idea by you, Todd. Thank you so much. As you can see, as we flip it over, you can see the back of the card. Another cool thing that Todd Toys and McFarlane Toys in general kind of revolutionized the action figure industry was by housing the entire card in plastic. So you wouldn't have to worry about your card getting banged up and mangled like at Walmart or KB or whatever place you bought your toys back then. As you can see, there's the other members of the version 1 toy line, series 1, excuse me. And as you can see, there's some play sets down there that were made available. I don't have any of those, but I do have this guy, and I love it. And it definitely deserves a place in my Hall of Fame for toys, especially from the 90s. As I was a kid of the 70s, born in 73, I grew up in the early 80s, and I was all about the Star Wars, the Masters of the Universe, the Transformers, G.I. Joe. But as I was growing older and not caring about toys nearly as much, these guys were coming out and kicking all kinds of ass. So I personally didn't have these when I was younger, but as an older collector, I can definitely see the value and cool factor of these toys, and this one in particular. This is the Series 1 version 2 release of Spawn. This isn't the only one I picked up. I also picked up this guy right here, affectionately known as Hamburger Head. And as you can see, that's why he's called Hamburger Head. You can see he does not have a mask, but he has all of the other cool things that make him Spawn. Now this version is version 11 from Series 1. There are different versions. There's probably about, I think, 16 or 17 different versions of the Series 1 Spawn figure. So make sure that you take time to figure out which version that you want or which version that you're buying. The stickers kind of tell the story as to which version you're getting. So make sure you take the time and find out which version you want and which version you're buying. As you can see, same thing on the back, version Series 1 packaging with playsets as well. Very much a fan of this figure and very happy to have it in my collection. One more to go. This is the KB exclusive. This is an all gold Spawn figure, and I gotta tell you, This thing really pops. It's really cool looking. And as you can see, this is a limited edition. Not so limited, but hey, it was the early 90s in toy collecting, and the whole market of toy collecting kind of was taking off right around the time when these were released. As you can see, the back is a little different because this is a later release. You can see there are other series and toy lines available at this time. This guy is version 14. This is the KB Gold exclusive. Now, as you can see, we have number 10,149. So that gives you an idea of how many figures were selling around this time, especially for Todd. By this time, it was McFarlane Toys. He'd given up the Todd Toys name. But these are badass, and I love them, and they definitely deserve a spot in my Hall of Fame, especially for 90s toys. Gold Spawn. So that wraps it up. I hope you had a good time, and I hope you got a little information. And I hope that you go scratch that figure itch and buy the stuff that makes you smile. This is Copper Age Gold saying goodbye until next time. If you liked the video, please leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know what Spawn figures you like, which ones you have, which ones you're looking for. Gotta tell you, Todd McFarlane, killer artist, started out in the little leagues, made his way all the way up to Marvel, killing Spider-Man work, changed the game, said goodbye Marvel because you won't let me do the things I want, and created his own brand, Image Comics, with like-minded individuals, Rob Liefeld, Jim Valentino, Jim Lee, Eric Larson, so many great artists, great comic creators. They revolutionized the industry, and by doing so, changed the game for comics, and Todd changed the game for toy collecting and creating. As you know, Todd went on to create so many badass toy lines. Thank you, Todd, and thank you for watching. This is Copper Age Gold, signing out.